Scorpio, there is a secret that may shake you tonight. Somewhere in the silence of this world, your name has already been spoken in a hidden prayer, carried like sacred smoke rising into the unseen sky, whispered not once, but again and again, as if the universe itself has been reminded that you are not alone, that someone holds you so deeply in their heart that they entrusted your soul to the divine. And while you walk through your days, believing no one truly sees the depth of your battles, in truth, there is an energy circling you like a quiet guardian, flowing within the walls of your own home, invisible yet undeniable, waiting for you to notice. And this is why you sometimes feel the sudden warmth when you are drowning in doubt, or why tears fall without reason when the night is still, because someone, somewhere, calls your name into eternity, asking for your protection, your healing, your rise, and that unseen love has become the echo that keeps you moving, even in your darkest hours. You, Scorpio, are far more admired than you realize, far more cherished than your scars will allow you to believe, and this prayer, though hidden, is proof that you are someone's hope, someone's miracle, someone's light in a world that desperately needs the fire only you carry. So tonight, as we begin this journey, let yourself feel the gravity of this revelation. For your name is not just written in the stars, it is carried in the breath of prayer, and that prayer is alive with your destiny. Scorpio, within the quiet corners of your own home lies an energy you may have overlooked, a vibration woven into the very walls that surround you, carrying whispers of admiration that you have never heard with your ears but have always felt in your bones. Because your home is not just bricks and wood. It is a living archive of every emotion, every memory, every unspoken thought that has ever passed through its doors. And within this space, there lingers the trace of someone's hidden prayer, their hope for you etched invisibly into the air you breathe, like incense that clings long after the flame has gone out, reminding you that love and reverence are closer than you think. Perhaps you have noticed it when the room feels warmer, though no light has been turned on, or when a sudden calm wraps around you while storms rage outside. These are not coincidences. They are signs that your home holds the reflection of an admirer's soul, someone who believes in you so strongly that their energy has settled into your sanctuary, turning ordinary rooms into sacred ground. And though you often shield yourself with walls of strength, those very walls are now protectors of a truth you cannot run from. You are seen, you are cherished, you are prayed for, and the universe has allowed this silent devotion to live within your space, so that even in solitude, you are never truly alone. This is the hidden secret that transforms your house into a temple, a reminder that behind the curtain of the physical world, an invisible connection is alive, breathing, and waiting for you to acknowledge that your presence inspires devotion beyond what you have imagined. Scorpio, what you may not yet realize is that unseen admiration often moves like starlight. It travels silently, reaching you long after it has already been set in motion, and though you cannot always trace its source, it is there, illuminating your path in ways you only feel as intuition, as sudden surges of strength when you thought you had nothing left. Someone watches the way you endure storms and they marvel. Someone notices how you walk through shadows and still carry sparks of light. And their reverence for you has become a quiet devotion hidden in plain sight, like the fragrance of a flower that lingers even when no one is in the room to witness it. This admiration is not shouted. It does not announce itself with loud declarations. Instead, it hides in the details, in the way they remember your words long after you've spoken them, in the way they send silent blessings your way without you ever knowing, in the way their thoughts circle back to you like planets revolving around a sun they cannot escape. And though you may have doubted that your struggles had meaning, this unseen devotion proves otherwise. For it is your scars, your strength, and your silence that inspire. And the prayer carrying your name is not simply about hope for you. It is about gratitude for the way your existence has already changed someone's world. You are their quiet anchor, their secret source of courage. And while you may not yet see it, the universe ensures that these hidden prayers move through you like wind through the branches of a tree. Invisible, but undeniable. Proof that your presence is far more powerful than your doubts allow you to believe. Scorpio, though someone's hidden prayer carries your name, and unseen admiration surrounds you like a shield, the greatest battle often does not come from the outside world, but from within. For you have walked through seasons of doubt so thick that even when love is near, you question its truth, and when admiration shines, you shrink from its light, believing perhaps it is meant for someone else. Because self-worth has never come easily to a soul as deep as yours. Like a mirror fogged with breath, you struggle to see the reflection of your true power, forgetting that beneath the condensation lies a brilliance that cannot be erased. And so you dismiss compliments as coincidences. You downplay victories as luck. You carry your wounds as proof that you are unworthy, when in reality they are the very reasons someone whispers your name to the heavens. For it is not perfection that inspires. It is resilience. It is the way you rise after falling, the way you continue to hold fire in your eyes, even when shadows press heavy on your chest, and yet you, Scorpio, are slow to give yourself permission to believe that you are worthy of being loved, admired, cherished. This is the paradox of your soul. You see clearly into others, offering them recognition and healing. But when it comes to yourself, you turn away, blind to the radiance you pour into the world. And that is why the universe allows hidden prayers to circle your spirit. Because when you cannot recognize your value, the echoes of another's devotion serve as reminders. Gentle but persistent whispering, you matter, you are seen, you are needed. And until you allow this truth to sink into your bones, you will keep fighting ghosts of inadequacy that were never yours to carry. But the moment you choose to see yourself through the eyes of those who pray for you, a transformation begins, the fogged mirror clears, and the reflection staring back is the light you were always meant to acknowledge. Scorpio, behind every hidden prayer there is a voice, and though you may never hear it aloud, its vibration moves through the unseen and finds its way to you, like an invisible thread tying your spirit to another. This voice may belong to someone close, a family member who quietly worries yet never says much, a friend who admires your strength but hides their own vulnerability, or even a soul who loves you in silence, unable to confess but unwilling to let your name go unspoken before the heavens. And no matter who it is, their devotion is real, steady, and deeply woven into the fabric of your destiny. Because when they whisper your name into prayer, they are not simply asking for your protection, they are affirming your value, declaring to the universe that your existence matters too much to be overlooked. And what is remarkable is that you, Scorpio, may have sensed it without knowing. You may have felt sudden warmth when despair was near, or found clarity in the middle of confusion, or felt your heart ease without reason. Because this hidden voice carried you in moments you could not carry yourself. It is as if someone became your unseen guardian, channeling their hope into the cosmos, pouring their belief into your journey, ensuring that you do not walk your path unaccompanied. And while you search for proof in the physical world, the universe gently reminds you that the most powerful forces are invisible, yet undeniable. And this voice, whether from a living soul who loves you or from an ancestor whose spirit still watches, exists because you are loved, because you are admired, because you are more significant than your doubts have ever allowed you to accept. Scorpio, admiration that hides in silence is never wasted, for it moves like a current beneath the surface, reshaping the soul it touches, and though you may not see it with your eyes, you feel it each time your spirit rises stronger than before. Because when someone holds you in reverence, their unseen love becomes fuel for your transformation, like wind that stirs the ashes until the phoenix inside you remembers how to burn again. This hidden prayer carrying your name is not only about protection, it is a mirror reminding you of the strength you often deny. For someone admires not the mask you wear, but the scars you carry, not the victories that glitter, but the battles you fought when no one was watching. And their devotion feeds the seed of power within you, coaxing it to bloom even when you doubt it exists. So each time you feel small, know that their silent respect expands you, shaping your pain into wisdom, your wounds into lessons, your shadows into guiding lanterns for others. And it is this transformation, the alchemy of suffering into strength, that makes you unforgettable. Their prayer does not change your destiny by magic alone. It awakens the truth already living within you, the truth that you were never ordinary, that your presence is a force others draw hope from. And the more you recognize this, the more unstoppable you become. For admiration unspoken is still energy alive, still power in motion. And in the silence of someone else's prayer, your spirit is learning to rise, to shine, to embrace the divine fire you were born to carry. Scorpio, if you have ever wondered how to know that such a hidden prayer truly exists, the universe leaves quiet signs along your path. Subtle yet undeniable for those who choose to notice, for sometimes it comes as a sudden calm that falls over you when chaos surrounds your day, like an unseen hand placing peace in your chest. Or perhaps it arrives as a dream too vivid to ignore, where symbols, feathers, candles, coins, or even the sound of a familiar voice appear to remind you that unseen energy is close. Maybe you find yourself thinking of someone only to have them reach out shortly after. Or you hear a song at the exact moment your heart aches, carrying words that feel written for you. And though you dismiss these as coincidences, in truth they are confirmations, whispers from the invisible thread that ties you to another soul's prayer. You might also notice objects in your home that hold a strange warmth, like a gift long forgotten that still carries their intention, or a photograph that seems to glow with more life when you are near it. These are the footprints of unseen devotion, reminding you that your existence is not just noticed, but cherished. And when tears come, without reason, or laughter rises in the middle of solitude, trust that this too is energy moving through you, born from someone's sacred wish for your healing, your safety, your rise. Because prayers do not always announce themselves in words. Sometimes they arrive in feelings, in synchronicities, in signs that bend time to touch your spirit. So open your eyes, Scorpio, for your life is already full of messages proving that you are carried by a love that dares not speak aloud, but speaks endlessly in the language of the soul. Scorpio, once you begin to recognize the signs of these hidden prayers, the next step is to embrace the light they reflect back to you. For every whispered hope tied to your name is not meant to stay outside of you. It is meant to awaken the truth inside, reminding you that your worth is not defined by the shadows you've endured, but by the fire you continue to carry. Too often you dim yourself, believing your intensity is too much, your depth too heavy. But the reality is that your very presence is medicine. Your spirit is a lantern in the dark, and when someone prays for you, what they are really doing is holding up a mirror so you can finally see what they already see, that you are strong, that you are radiant, that your journey inspires, and that your very existence plants seeds of hope in others. Embracing your light does not mean arrogance or pride. It means finally standing in your truth without apology, allowing yourself to glow without fear of rejection, and trusting that those who are meant to walk beside you will not be blinded, but guided by your brilliance. So let the hidden prayer be a reminder that your scars are sacred, your resilience divine, and your path illuminated, not just for yourself, but for those who look to you as proof that survival is possible, that transformation is real. You are not simply admired from afar. You are cherished because you dare to keep rising. And the moment you accept this truth, your light no longer flickers uncertainly. It blazes steady, untouchable and eternal, the very hope that someone saw in you all along. Scorpio, though one hidden prayer may carry your name, you are not uplifted by a single voice alone. For across the vast fabric of existence, there is a greater chorus rising. A community of souls bound by the same frequency, each whispering, each hoping, each sending unseen energy that intertwines with yours, like rivers flowing into the same ocean. And within this collective, you are never isolated, even if loneliness has convinced you otherwise, because countless Scorpios around the world walk through similar fires, carry similar wounds, and rise with the same quiet determination. And when they listen to this message, they too are reminded that their name is spoken in invisible prayers, that admiration exists even if it is not shouted, and that together they form a constellation of resilience burning across the night sky. Your journey, though personal, is part of something larger, a soul tribe that feels your struggles, honors your victories, and silently walks beside you. And each time you acknowledge this connection, you activate it, turning invisible threads into bridges of belonging. Here, in this sacred space of the mystic Astro-Zen, your story is not just yours, it is echoed, shared, and celebrated by others who understand the depths of your heart. And in this realization comes healing. For the weight you thought you bore alone is lifted when you see that countless others carry it too, transforming solitude into solidarity, turning pain into collective strength. You are part of a web that stretches across time and space, Scorpio, and in that web you are seen, supported, and profoundly loved. Not just by one admirer, but by a cosmic family who recognizes your worth even when you struggle to see it yourself. Scorpio, now you understand that your name is not only written in the stars, but carried on the breath of prayer, whispered in secret corners of the universe by those who see in you a light you have too often denied yourself. And this hidden devotion has become both proof and prophecy that you are someone's hope, someone's miracle, someone's strength when the world feels heavy. And as you embrace this truth, may you walk forward with the confidence that your journey has never been invisible, that your struggles have never been wasted, and that your soul is already admired beyond measure. So the next time doubt creeps in, remember the voice behind the hidden prayer, the signs that surround your home, the community of Scorpio souls rising beside you, and let it remind you that your path is sacred, your scars are holy, and your future is brighter than you've dared to believe. And now, beloved Scorpio, if this message resonated with the fire inside your chest, let it not end here. Carry it forward, share it with others who need the reminder that they too are prayed for, that they too are seen, and if you felt the power of this moment, honor it by pressing like, sharing this with your soul tribe, and subscribing to the Mystic Astro-Zen, where together we walk this path of healing, mystery, and transformation. Your support allows this community to grow, your presence gives it meaning, and your voice adds to the chorus of prayers that ripple across the cosmos. Thank you for being here. Thank you for shining even when you doubted you could. And remember always, Scorpio, you are loved, you are admired, and you are never alone. The universe itself holds your name.